I love it. It's great. Beautiful. Wait, let's clear the voice.
All right, and 3, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Webinar Wednesday. I'm your moderator, George Zarepski, and today we have with us Candace and Marc Perea again. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Awesome. Hello. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about gaming and how Aerēz impacts gaming in a great way. And Candace is going to be talking about some stuff as well, and we'll get into that right away. But first, I want to make sure you guys know that we're going to answer whatever questions you have right at the end of this broadcast. So anything you want to know, anything you want to ask, drop it down in the comments section, either on YouTube or on the Facebook, and we will reply to that at the end of the broadcast. Alternatively, if you are watching the recorded version, please don't hesitate to do the same, and we will reply to you there as well. Also on our website, aerez.net, aerez.net, there's a chat bubble in the bottom right, and we can respond to you pretty quickly right there once you click there and leave your message. And for our current users, we've got that persistent chat bubble that's in the top right of the app. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start off with Marc, because I think he has some exciting stuff to talk about. And we've got a little inside bet going on for how long it's going to take him to get it out. So let's see. I'm going to start the clock here, Marc, in 3, 2, okay, go.
All right, I think Marc's going to lose this bet, but here I go. I spent a few days this week working on gaming with and without Aerēz. So I went back to my old router, and gaming sucked. All I had to do was turn on one video stream that's in high def, and my lag was all over the place. Gaming just felt super sluggish, and it was not fun. I didn't enjoy it at all, but I did it for you. So now with Aerēz, let me tell you, it was awesome. My ping times went from being without Aerēz 50, 100, 150, 200, up to 400 milliseconds in delay. And with Aerēz, boom, 50, 50, 50, 50 all the time. Sometimes it'll go down to 49. Sometimes it'll go up to 51. That's Aerēz.
Wow.
Awesome for gaming.
Wow. I think you did it. I can't look away at the clock right now because I don't want to be biased the rest of the interview. So I'm just going to let that ride, and we'll let the tape provide the proof on how long that took. But so the bottom line, the takeaway I've gotten from that is Aerēz gave you a stable ping with no flutter, no jitter all the way through compared to your old router, which is not to be named, that gave you pings all the way up to 400 in half a second. Is that right?
You got it absolutely right. And, when I'm going to spend, I expect this week to put out another video that's going to show you guys the real nitty gritty of how this worked. So I'm going to show the ping times with and without, and the ping times with Aerēz doing its job and making sure that my gaming session goes great. And you're going to see firsthand that it works.
Awesome. That's incredible. So gaming, just to be clear, we're talking about multiplayer game here. You were online, not just something where you're playing at the house. This is an online game that you're playing. Can you tell us the name of it? Are we going to break any rules if we do that?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I play popular games. I intend to show how it works for Minecraft, League of Legends, and Counter-Strike.
Okay, awesome, cool. And you had the same results across the board. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that video, and that's going to be on display at the Imagicon booth as well, right?
Exactly. So this weekend we'll be having our booth, answering questions, showing people how Aerēz works, doing a demo, and you'll be able to see Aerēz in action there and check out our video, pick up product if you're interested in buying one. We're going to have a smoking deal. So if you're in Minot, North Dakota, come see us at Magicon this weekend.
Smoking. All right, Candace, transition. Your turn. Shoot.
My turn. Well, you implied earlier that Marc had exciting stuff, so I guess mine is not so exciting, but it's all good, and I will do it fast.
You're the
user
anchor.
interface is looking better than ever, and that is super exciting for me. I mean, I'm excited every time I log in, and I'm like, oh, this thing looks beautiful. And then the next week, I'm like, it's even prettier.
Awesome. Earmuffs, Marc. Candace,
yes.
We saved the best for last. You're the anchor. Come on, you got it. Bring it home.
All right, so I'm talking about the pause button, the big pause button, the main pause button. So you hit your home page and it is the pause all button. So we've had a few users say, hey, I think I've accidentally hit the pause button, didn't realize it. So, devices weren't working. So now with the home page pause button, we just added a little pop-up that says, hey, are you sure? And then you just verify that indeed you are sure and want to pause the whole house, or you can cancel out. So that's my big update for this week. We did a couple other little UI tweaks here and there. We added a few more icons to device and user listings. So if you have a kid on bedtime blocker, you'll see that on there, or homework mode. So just some little quick changes. So that's it. That's all I got.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I tapped it just to see what would happen. And I was really tempted to press that pause all button. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I set my master devices on this iteration. So I'm not going to tap that, but we'll see this first pop up. That's pretty cool. And I also noticed, Candace, that the UI is pretty snappy. It's pretty quick. I mean, there used to be a little bit of a delay after I tapped a button. I was kind of like, hey, did I actually push the button? And maybe I tap it again. But now it's like really snappy. Did you do something there?
Yeah, actually we did. We did some changes there to make the UI a little more responsive and act a little quicker. And then again, we should point out that we use Intercom for any businesses or entrepreneurs out there looking for a tool to get feedback from your users. Intercom's that awesome tool. And for our current users, Intercom's a great way to hit us up if you have any questions or problems while you're using the app.
And if you don't know what Intercom means, that's the chat bubble that you see at the upper right-hand corner in orange. You just go ahead and hit that, and it's going to say conversations, and it keeps a history of all the conversations you've had with the Aerēz team.
And at the bottom there, the gray button allows you to start a new conversation if you want. And as we see, Marc's online now, so we can talk to him directly if we want to, but I'm not going to troll him. We'll just jump out of that just so you know that that's there. And so I've got a quick story that I want to tell. I was at the car dealer getting transmission flushed, not a big deal. But while I was there, I was talking to one of the dealers, and we started geeking out over car stuff. But then I handed him a card for Aerēz. I said, hey, keep in touch, whatever. And he's like, Aerēz, so what's this? And I was like, oh, well, I'm glad you asked. And so I went into a quick spiel. Basically, I told him his internet sucked, and Aerēz made it better. But when I explained the process to him, he was pretty stoked. He was pretty excited about it. And he understood the need for it. There was actually something that he said in particular, and it just jumped right out my head. So I guess we'll come back to that in another episode. I'll write it down next time. But it was good to know that there was a need for it out there, and people were getting excited about it. So anyway, Candace, Marc, do you guys have anything else you want to add? I know we're trying to make these a little bit shorter, and I'm ready to jump into the questions section if we have any.
I'm not seeing any comments on our Facebook feed.
Marc, what time are you guys going out to MagicCon this weekend?
Oh, so let's see. Candace just put the schedule together this morning. Excuse me. And I believe we are like noon till actually it's almost 24 around the clock for the actual MagicCon itself, but we'll be manning the booth at least until 9 p.m. I think they would like you to be there till midnight. We'll see if we can make it, all the way that late and then still be up, early in the morning to start the next day off. But
so this is reminiscent of the old LAN party days, I see.
It is just like overnight LAN parties. It's going to be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday whole triathlon weekend.
Awesome. That's great. I really wish I could be there because I would definitely, first of all, I'd be on vacation, so I'd be able to just hang out all night with those guys and just kind of get the feels. All right, so we have no questions now, but again, anyone watching recorded version, please don't hesitate to drop us any comments or question, any feedback you have. It's really important to us. It helps us steer the product to what you want. And be sure to check us out next week on Webinar Wednesday. And don't forget about the Sneaky Kid giveaway that we have going on our website. And that's aerēz.net. And then just going over to our blog section. And you'll see the very last post. The latest post is the Sneaky Kid post there. And enter your name there to win some free swag. So that's all I have. Marc, Candace, any last words, guys?
Have a great week.
Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming out. Thank you guys for taking the time to chat with us. And we will see everyone next week on Webinar Wednesday. Bye.